Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and up here today I thought I'd do a little bit of a recent update, sort of talking video, what I've been playing recently, what I've been watching, and I've got some exciting, oh excuse me, bloody hell, and I've got some exciting news coming next week. I've got one pickup that I brought online, Batman the Enemy Within, the second part of the Telltale series. I think I put it off Amazon. The thing is, I've heard that this game, you get everything on the disc. Although you only get the first episode on the disc, and then it will automatically download the other episodes from the store. I don't know if that's true or not. Let me know in the comments below if it is. The first one that I've got is sealed, so either way, whether it has a code or not. And then, you know what, I'm just going to open up my first one and see if it has a code in it, because if it has a code, then I know for a fact that I can't play it. But yeah, I just got it because it was on cheap on Amazon. I paid 15 quid for it, and like I said, I'm going for that collection on the PlayStation 4. Batman games are pretty cheap at the moment, so and to be honest, pretty much all of see, there's no code in there, so all the DLC is on the disc. Some people are pissed off about that, because the fact that, you know, oh, you don't get all the episodes on the disc, it kind of defeats the purpose. Well, the fact of the matter is, you still have the disc, and then it's just going to download all the other episodes anyway. So it's not a problem, unless you don't have internet, then yeah, I guess so. So it doesn't bother me. I've still got a physical version of it at least, so it's not a big problem, I guess. And I do want to try I think I played a little bit of the Batman animated or the Telltale's game on Xbox, but to have a physical version on PS4 is always pretty good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. Speaking of what I've been playing recently, as you know, that obviously I've still been playing Overwatch, and to be honest, I'm more than likely going to play some more Overwatch tonight. I have been recently playing Saints Row 2 with my friend. I'm having a blast with it, but unfortunately, well, here's the problem. A couple of glitches have happened now. Saints Row 2 is full of glitches. I mean, the game's come out in 2008, is 12 years old now. It's an Xbox 360 game. I mean, it was given away free this month with Xbox Live Gold, so it's not I'm not complaining. And I mean, I played it years ago on the Xbox 360, and I still love it. It's still my favourite Saints Row game. However, there's been a bit of a problem. First of all, there was a mission in the game called Riot Control or Riot Response, where you have to hold off in this warehouse with Shandy, and then all of a sudden Pierce will come back and start throwing things into the truck. And unfortunately, Shandy disappears. She just goes invisible, and she had the last crate. And I looked it up online, and it's a known bug. I apparently it has something to do with the fact that me and my friend may or may not have died during that mission. There's not really a definitive answer on how to fix it. Some people say that you kill Shandy and she'll respawn. Other people say that you can play the other missions and then it should work later on. I don't know. We tried multiple things. Now, me being an idiot, I didn't really do any save files, so I've been playing off autosave. So yeah. It might be fucked. But then last night, another mission glitched out on us a few times. The mission where you basically hunt down Mero at his warehouse. And we were struggling with the mission to begin with. But we managed to do it. And then my game crashed. And then his game crashed. And then my game crashed. And it was crashing every single time on that mission. And we had to restart the whole time. So I don't know if we're actually going to be able to finish Saints Row 2. I know my friend's going to be playing Ghost of Tsushima or Tsushima. I don't know the name. Soon anyway. So more than likely I'm going to be playing other things and doing other stuff while he's playing that. But I'm a little bit pissed off that I can't beat Saints Row 2, or at least at the moment I won't be able to beat it. I'll probably come back to it in the future maybe, and see if it will work again. but I'm still pretty pissed off about it. I'm not that pissed off because I've beat it before and stuff like that, but it would have been nice to finish it off. I also played a little bit of Dynasty Warriors 3 the other day, and you know what? I've got to say that it was a massive step up from Dynasty Warriors 2. I did a video about the Warriors games recently, and I didn't really know too much differences between the Warriors games, especially some of the earlier ones. I was going to play Dynasty Warriors 2 and try and just beat off some of the other characters that I haven't beat. But for some reason it wasn't loading. It was making horrible disc scratching sounds in my PlayStation. So I might have to hunt down another copy. And if I remember correctly, I'm sure it had a problem with it before. So I might just have to buy another copy of it just to rule out it being the disc. But I did play a bit of Dynasty Warriors 3, and I've got to say that it is so much different than the second one, in the sense that it had that whole, I said in the video, the second game had that whole, it felt like you were just taking on 1 or 2 people at a time, but in that one it seems like they tried to widen the attack range. It definitely is more challenging, especially when it comes to like some of the main boss characters. They seem to have so much health and block everything and do so much damage to you and stuff like that. But I enjoyed it, to be honest. You know, pretty fun. And I'm going to go back and play it at some point as well. Definitely will go back to Dynasty Warriors 3 and try and beat everyone's campaign and stuff. And things like that. I also tried out Star Wars Jedi Knight on the Xbox. It was given away a couple months ago for free with Xbox Gold. The original Xbox version, I know they re-released it on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. With obviously slightly improved game graphics and frame rate, and of course, you know, achievements and things. And I might get those versions because I've got to be honest with you, when I played it, I never originally had an original Xbox growing up, and to be honest, I missed out on a ton of games, and a lot of those games were Star Wars games. And I played Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast the other night, and I really enjoyed it. I did manage to upload that stream, and so the video is there for you guys to check it out. But it was a really fun game, actually. It definitely reminded me of the early 2000s, you know, mid 2000 games where they were sort of like semi-open-ended. You know, there was no real right or wrong way to go about doing a mission. I like the whole concept of being able to really customize how you want to play. You know, do you want to focus on, you know, dark side abilities or light side abilities? I like the fact that the game has both third person and first person parts of it. You know, using blasters is in first person and then your lightsabers in third person. It's really fun, although I still prefer using the lightsaber, of course. It is pretty cool that you can switch between them, obviously, and it works out quite tactical sometimes, you know, where you've got to go through a level and there's bombs and you've got to shoot the bombs, or, you know, if there's an enemy up high, you can use your gun to snipe them down and stuff. And it's a really fun game. I did a few missions on it, and I really enjoyed it, and I definitely think I'm going to go back to it as well. And like I said, I might get the newer versions of it. I remember playing the second one on GameCube once, and I never got to the part with the lightsaber, so it was just a first person shooter for me, and I sort of gave up on it. So I'll definitely be replaying both of them on the PS4. I know that they did a limited run version of them a while ago, and I kind of missed out on them. But they are both digital, so I can pick up them digital at some point and play them digital as well. And they're pretty fun Star Wars games. You know, I'd have loved that one as a kid, but unfortunately I never had an original Xbox growing up, so kind of a little bit annoyed about that. What have I been watching recently? Well, like I said, I finished off F is for Family and BoJack Horseman. Really enjoyed those shows. Funny shows. I'm a little bit pissed with Rick and Morty because I rewatched Rick and Morty because season 4 had come out, and because obviously it had been so long since I watched Rick and Morty, I rewatched it all through on Netflix to refresh myself. And I was really pissed because Netflix screwed me over. They said, watch season 4 now. there's meant to be 10 episodes and only 5 of them are on Netflix. Why did they do that? I know that they might add the other 5 soon, but to me that just seems really stupid. Why would you do that? You know, everything else on Netflix, when a new season comes, unless it's like a weekly show where they add an episode every week, they put every single episode on. But why did they do that for Rick and Morty? I don't know. Maybe it's still ongoing, but I don't think it is, because on my TV app it says that all of season 4 is done now. So I'm a little bit pissed with that. And I also watched a show called Spaced. Spaced was a show with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. It was a really stupid show. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I watched the first episode and I was like, you know what, I'm really not into this. But I pushed through and I gave it a full watch because there was only 12, 13 episodes. It was like a Channel 4 comedy from like the early 2000s, like 2000, 1999 and 2000 or something like that. It was a stupidly simple concept. Simon Pegg has to moves into a flat with a woman that he barely knows and pretends that they're a couple. But I actually really, when I look back on it, I actually really liked it because of all of the early 2000 references. You know, there was a lot of Star Wars references and movie references, and it very much is a precursor to the Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Cornetto trilogy. In fact, there's a lot of things in that film that they put in the Cornetto trilogy, and you know, the whole "oh, he's not my boyfriend, hey babe, how you doing?" that sort of stuff. And it was a really dumb show, and looking back on it, it was actually better than I gave it credit for. So I enjoyed it. It was a small show, one that I never watched growing up, not one that I never heard of, but I enjoyed it for what it was. It's pretty dumb, and it was an early British comedy. I'm going to be honest with you, Channel 4 I never watched growing up, and still today I don't really watch a lot of Channel 4 stuff. With the exception of it In-Betweeners, of course. You know, so it definitely has that Channel 4 vibe to it. You know, a lot of Channel 4 comedies and TV shows have a similar vibe to it, and I was definitely getting that sort of Channel 4 vibe from it. But it was okay. It was pretty good. And I also started Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I had watched a few episodes years ago, and my partner obviously liked Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But I've just been going through my Netflix watch list and just watching a bunch of stuff on Netflix. And I'm about halfway through season 2 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I've got to say, it doesn't disappoint. It is so hilarious. It is dumb. It's hilarious. But hidden behind it is a pretty well thought out cop TV show, you know. Obviously with real noticeable characters. But what I do love about the show is that the main character, the main captain, is obviously a black guy, but he's also gay as well. But he's really like mellow-toned and strict and, you know, quite stuck up, and I think that makes for such a perfect character. He's one of my favourite characters in the show because he's just such a unique character that you just don't expect to see in like a police show, you know. And it works really well. Obviously it's a comedy, but it's a pretty fun show. Of course Terry Crews is in the show, and Terry Crews does what Terry Crews does best, just so hilarious. But I'm really enjoying Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I know that all 7 seasons aren't on Netflix, only 6 seasons are on there. But season 7 will eventually be added, more than likely. But yeah, another thing I want to mention is about my streams. I've noticed that I'm trying to export my streams to YouTube, so you guys get some stream videos as well, some gameplay. And I've been wanting to like upload my Saints Row videos, but for some reason my exports aren't always working. I did manage to get the Star Wars one up for some reason, but some of these other exports are not working, and I want to know in the comments below if you have this issue before where you want to export your video to YouTube. I don't think there should be a problem with any copyright or anything, because whenever I'm playing a game that I know has copyrighted music like Saints Row, I've turned the music off. So I took that precaution. There's no music playing. And I managed to upload the first video, no problem. But I don't know if it's just Twitch is having a problem, or what, but at the moment it's really annoying me, and I just wish that they would fix it. What it is it comes up on my YouTube saying that the video is processing constantly. It says uploaded processing, but then when I get the link for my email to say that your video is now being uploaded to YouTube, here's the link. I click on the link and the video is playing for me on my YouTube, but it's not coming up that it's on my YouTube. So I don't know what's happening there. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below and tell me if you have a similar issue. If so, how did you fix it and what's going on with it? But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing recently, what I've been doing recently. Like I said, I'm not too sure about what I'm going to start next. I'll probably finish off that Star Wars game on the Xbox before starting something else, because obviously I'm enjoying it. And maybe Dynasty Warriors 3. Obviously I'm going to watch some stuff with my partner, spend some time with her as well. But the good news is, guys, next week I am not going to be here. I am going down to see my family. And the best part is, guys, the pickups video is coming back. It has been 5 long months, give or take, since we did a dedicated pickups video. Now, when I say dedicated pickups video, I don't mean just me showing off some pickups and then talking about other things. I know there might have been 1 or 2 videos in the meantime, but when I say a pickups video, I mean going out. I'm going to go to town with my friend. We're going to go into town and we're going to do some game hunting. Now, I could record some stuff while we're out and about. And I might do that. I might do it like that. Obviously, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be at my parents' house. So, obviously, in a new area as well. I know the area very well. I've been there hundreds of times. Of course, we are going to take the precautions now that you have to wear face masks out and about. We're not going to spend too much time in each shop. But there are a few shops that I want to go to down there. Of course, there were some local charity shops near where my parents live that I could pop into as well and have a look. But we're going to go into town. Of course, CEX is the main one that I'm going to go to. I might pop into Game. And obviously there's a shop called Game City that I used to go to all the time. I know that's open. And then there's a few charity shops and pawn shops I'll pop into as well. What am I looking for? Well, that's a tough one. Of course, PlayStation 4 stuff will be on the top priority. And when I say PlayStation 4 stuff, I don't just mean like cheap stuff. Expensive, rare games. Of course, I'm going for a full collection now, or focusing on a full collection. So I am going to try and I might pick up some of like the FIFAs and the Call of Duties, the dirt cheap games, and try and get a few stuff. I do maybe want to pick up a few more Switch titles. I do want to get back into my Nintendo Switch at some point. PS2 stuff. If I see anything I don't have on PS2 that looks okay, not just a music or a sport game or something I don't have, I might pick it up. But again, PS2 at the moment, as you can see, I've got plenty of stuff on PS2, so you know. I don't know about any DVDs, maybe pop into a few DVD places. But I'm really looking forward to it because we haven't done a pickups video since the lockdown started, and now that things are a lot more open now. I haven't been to my local town where I live here yet, because like I said, I'm taking the precautions of going down to my mum's. I'm going to have to go down on a train. Obviously, I've got all my face mark and everything, but I'm going to get a taxi from here to the train station instead of going on the bus. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, is going on the bus. And I said to my friend about going in the car instead of getting a bus to town. And stuff like that. And it would be nice because we can go out for a meal, and I have a bit of money as well with me, so I'm not going to necessarily spend hundreds of pounds and loads of money. Like I said, it could be just a 10 thing, stuff like that, but it will be really nice to have a proper pickups video for the channel, and have a proper look around. I need to pick up an anniversary present as well, of course, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, I might record some of the stuff while we're out and about as well. So maybe I'll do a bit of editing and stuff. So, and while I'm down with my mum's, it'll be really nice because I can spend some time and play some PS4. I'm going to take my PS4 down with me. I said to my brother we could play some Overwatch together, maybe a few other games. And I'm not sure what I'm going to take down. Part of me is tempted to finish off Yakuza Kiwami 2, do the Majima story, which I might do. But I've got a bunch of games as well that I could play. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry it's not really anything interesting, but I wanted to do something today. But like I said, pick up next week. Can't wait. Going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we don't have any problems. I'm aware that I might have to wait a little bit to go into shop, and I might not get everything that I want. But that's part of the fun. The thrill of the hunt is back, guys. Does that mean that I'll be going and doing more pickups videos in the future? Maybe, but we'll see how it all goes. And as always, guys, feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. If you did, feel free to comment below. Let me know what you want me to pick up. Is there anything that you think I should pick up? I will be, and of course, let me know about that Twitch exporting if you've had a similar problem, and the same with that Saints Row glitch if you know how to fix it. And as always, guys, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Welcome to all of the new subscribers and commenters and all of you good guys and girls and whatever you identify as. I do not judge. And as always, guys, follow me on Mixer. What did I say, Mixer? Twitter and Instagram at the Mad Koiga. And as always, check me out on Twitch. I will be streaming some Overwatch tonight, and or possibly Rocket Arena. My friend told me to install Rocket Arena. It's a new 3v3 game. So if that's up and running tonight, I might play that as well. And as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye. Pickups, radio.